Hey flute players, Mr. Ablett here. Welcome to your first practice session with me. I'm going to record a couple of these videos so that you have some online interactive kind of things to get you going. So I hope you have your flute completely assembled. If you've already watched the introductory video on how to put the instrument together, how to hold it, all that kind of stuff. So if you forget some of those things, it's always good to go back and watch those videos multiple times, okay? More than just once. That's going to make all the difference. So let's make sure the space is ready to go. You've got your music stand set up. You've got essential elements. You're on page 4, and you're good to go in that regard. Okay, let's get our hands in position. We're going to get started right away. If at any point you need to pause the video, please do so. Okay, now remember, this is where your fingers go. You've got a key on either side of your index finger of your left hand. And your thumb goes on the long key on the back, right there. Okay? For your right hand, you've got the last 3 keys, and your pinky is ready to go on what's called the foot of the flute. All right? So we're on page 4, number 1. We start off, it says the first note is called F. It's on the top line. Memorize the name of that note. The first note that we learn is called F, and it looks like this for its fingering. You've got 1, 2, 3 in the left hand. You've got your thumb down, first finger in the right hand, and your pinky is on the foot, just to balance the instrument. Okay, putting the whole of the head joint right on your top lip, we roll down. And we make sure that the note is sounding just like that, okay? Follow me, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it says to rest for those 2 parts. Now, one of the things that's going to help us a lot is if we use what's called a metronome. All right, so I just typed a metronome into Google and I picked one. Let's try using it now. So I've set mine to 100 beats per minute, or BPM, 100 BPM. And let's go again. So remember, here's our fingering for F. Instruments ready? All set, here we go. Let's play number 1 one more time. 1, 2, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how you play number 1. Okay? Let's try and play number 2. Number 2 has the same pitch repeated 4 times. Ready? Instruments up. I'll give you a second to do that. All set, here we go. Hands are in the same spot, it's the same note. 1, 2, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you don't have to count out loud, I'm just doing that to help out, okay? So you just play the notes and then you're silent for those times where I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, let's talk about how to start the note. Okay, now every note on the flute needs to be tongued, except for the notes that are slurred, but we'll talk about those notes at another time. Okay, so all of these notes that we're starting with, you have to start the note with the tip of your tongue right in behind your teeth, right where your teeth meet your gums. Your tongue should strike right there, and you should say like tu or ti for those notes. Try that now. Get your instrument in place. And just start a couple of notes at random, okay? Make them sound nice and clear. Try that with me. Go ahead and try it on your own. Okay, how did you do? Was it good? Awesome. So get your fingers in place. We're going to try number 2 one more time. I'll start the metronome. You ready? Instruments up. Look at my posture. Look at my flute isn't sagging down like this. I don't have to go like this. I don't drop my chin. I don't do anything weird. I'm just sort of standing here normally, and then I lift my instrument into place. I check to see that I'm not, blowing some random spot. I blow right into the hole on the head joint. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, how did you do? Right on. Moving on to song number 3. It's called A New Note. And that note is called E flat. E flat occupies the top space on the staff. And the fingering for E flat is this. You don't have this finger pressed down anymore. It's just, we say 2, 3 instead of 1, 1, 2, 3. So it's just 2, 3. And then in the right hand, we have 1, 2, 3, and the pinky key. Okay, and it's that one right there. You try and play that note. Can you match the sound that I just made? Your turn. Remember to strike that note by saying two, two to start the note. Nice and clear, not wah, right? Or some other weirdness, like if you're blowing too hard, you're going to get a real squeaky sound. Like that. If you blow too soft, you might not get a sound at all, okay? So nice and firm on the corners, a flat chin, just like that. And a nice clear sound is what we're looking for. Now, you might notice that I'm standing while I'm demonstrating today. I like standing when I practice because it just fixes a whole bunch of problems that I might be having with my posture, okay? So stand with me, that's the best way to go. If you want to sit, just make sure that you're not using the back of that chair, you're not resting your elbow on like the armrest or something weird like that. Don't twist around and do anything weird. Playing the flute should feel really natural, okay? It's very normal. So let's try and play, we're on number 3, it's called A New Note. Here comes the metronome. Instruments up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your instrument up into playing position. Let's try it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. So now number 4 is just like number 2 in the book, except it's got the E flat note instead of the F note. Okay, so let's try number 4. It's called Two's a Team. And we're going to play an E flat. Remember, first finger is not pressed down. You're playing the thumb in the right position there on the long key instead of the short chubby key. Okay, so you go 2, 3, and then the right hand goes 1, 2, 3, pinky. Okay, you should by now have stickers on your flute so that you know where to put your fingers. If you weren't there that day, that's okay. Just come and talk to me and I'll give you the stickers so that you know where to put your fingers on the instrument. Okay, here we go. Number 4, instruments up. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, play. Ah, my mistake. I was looking at the camera instead of looking at the music. It switches back to F. So we're going to go from E flat to F. E flat to F. Try doing that with me a couple of times without even playing. You just get used to moving these fingers all together like one unit. E flat F, E flat F, E flat F. Okay, let's try it again. For me, number 4, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we switch to F. Here we go. Cool, huh? Let's try it one more time. Instruments up. Number 4, to the team. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, good job. Now we're going to move on to number 5. It's called heading down, and we learn a new note. This note is called D. So thumbs in the same spot. We don't push down here. We go 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can even hear the right note come out, even when we're not playing the instrument. So let's practice playing D. D is on the 4th line. Memorize it. You got it memorized? Good. Good job. Okay, here we go. Instruments up. I'll give you a moment to find it. Remember, roll up on the top lip, roll down. That way you're centered and you're good to go. Can you make that sound? See how flat my chin is? Don't play with a bunchy chin. Don't go like you're blowing out a birthday candle. Okay, are you making that sound? Are you matching with me? Even if it's not coming out perfectly today, that's okay. All right, keep working at it. Sometimes it takes flute players a long time before they have a clear sound really happening on their instrument. I'm going to start the metronome and then we're going to play number 5 together. Instruments up. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, play. 1, 2, 3. Instruments stay in place. Let's play it one more time. Number 5, heading down. Ready? A 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're going to move on to song number 6. It's called Moving On Up. And we start on good old D that you know so well. And then we go up to E flat, just by pushing that little key down. And then we do the big shift up to F, where this finger goes down and these 3 fingers come up. So practice that with me just for a moment. Go D, E flat, then F. D, E flat, F. Okay? You can even practice those notes just on your own. See if you can get them to sound. Okay, here's the D. Pinky goes down for E flat. All the fingers come up, this finger goes down. Okay, see if you can make those 3 notes sound nice and clear. Remember, you're tonguing every note. Lots to remember. Okay, here we go. Number 6, moving on up. Get your fingers on a D. Ready? Instruments up. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again. Instruments stay in place. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Nice job, nice job. It's really starting to happen, isn't it? Okay, well, you've made it all the way through page 4. Congratulations, that's a big deal. You did a whole page. We've been practicing for about 15 minutes. It doesn't take much, right? A little bit every day. Don't try and practice for hours and hours and hours. Okay, you'll end up developing bad habits and all sorts of weird stuff. Okay, it only takes just a few minutes, especially on days when you don't have band. Okay, come back, bring your instrument home. I know it's a big deal, pull it out and set everything up and everything, but that's part of being a musician. You got to be self-motivated. You got to be strong, okay? You got to be smart. You can do it. I know you can. That's why you're watching this video. So let's play number 6 one more time. And I've got something that I enjoy doing in my own playing when I'm practicing. I don't just use a metronome. I go onto YouTube and I type in drums and then whatever speed that I'm looking for in beats per minute. In this case, we were playing at 100 beats per minute. So I have a drum track that's ready to go. Here it is. Okay, real simple drum beat, but it actually makes the music a lot more fun, okay? So let's try playing number 6. Let's play the whole thing twice, just for fun, okay? So we won't take a break in between. I won't stop, I'm just gonna play it 2 times through. So here we go, we've got our instrument lined up on the first note, which is called D, and then we're gonna switch D, E flat, F. Okay, instruments up, here we go, you ready? Gonna start. 1, 2, 3, play. Isn't that cool? Yeah. It takes something very, very simple and makes it a little bit more engaging. At least you can kind of groove to it and have some fun. And there's lots of different drum tracks on YouTube that are just drums that you can put on any of your music. And it's like playing with a metronome, but it's a little bit more fun and it makes it sound more like music. So hope you've had fun on your first day going through page 4 and keep practicing. You're doing great. I'll see you soon.